Hello everyone, myself Vaibhav. Start to the today's session has been rather tepid and we are not really seeing big moves happening in the Asian trading session apart from slight losses being observed in the major equity indices for the Asia and for the European trading session also the expectations are that we might see slight correction given the fact that the equity indices are trading on the higher side and the futures for the US equity indices are also trading in the negative territory for the day, though the losses are very small, not much to write there. And on the data docket, we have the Euro area economic sentiment indicator coming up. And apart from that, the data docket is almost blank. We don't really have major releases coming in for the day. And in the latter part of the day, the North American trading session will be curtailed as there is Thanksgiving holiday going on. And as a result of that, the US markets will be closing a lot earlier. We are expecting the economic sentiment indicator to be on the lower side, and the reading is likely to decline towards 86 from the prior month's reading of 90.9. So that's going to be a steep decline, and this is happening because of the reimposed restrictions on the people's movement, and that is going to affect the economic activity as well. At the same time, the industrial sentiments are also going to be released, and here also the reading is expected to deteriorate further to around minus 11 compared to the prior month's reading at minus 9.6. And we are also scheduled to get the consumer conduct confidence final reading, and not much of a revision being expected here. On the equity front, we are expecting these weeks gain to last, and we are seeing the three key equity indices for the United States to be closing a lot closer to the record highs, and maybe in coming weeks we might even see further gains happening, and the equity indices will be entering into the uncharted territory. Now let's move on to the technical front. Here we will cover the technical outlook for the gold first, and then we will see what's happening in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Let's start with the gold. The gold has been finding support closer to the 1800 level, and for last couple of sessions it has consolidated there, and we didn't really see major buying happening, but the decline has stalled, and I think technically speaking also the US dollar 1800 per ounce level is going to be the crucial support for the gold in near term, and as a result of that we can look for scalping opportunities whenever we find the time to be opportune to look for the short term trading opportunities. So that's the reason behind this emphasis on finding the opportunities to trade in the gold. So let's see what's in store on the lower time frame chart. We have this regression curve which is now steeply inclined on the lower side, and if we consider the pivot point series, then this second support has also been broken, but the price action, as you can see, is in the consolidation phase, and as I said, the US dollar 1800 level has acted as the key support. So I feel if the gold can climb back above this second support, the price level of around US dollar 1820 per ounce should be watched. And if we see a break on the higher side, that's around 10 to 12 USD per ounce on the higher side, then we can expect this gold to even show some retracement, and the near term price move towards US dollar 1850 can be expected, as we have these prior swing lows, and also the first support level is around those price zone. So looking at that, I do feel that in light of these extensive decline which we have already experienced, some retracement can't be ruled out, and that's what we are banking on at the moment. Going for the with the trend trade is not going to be easy, and that is going to extend our stop loss level, we will have to keep the stop loss pretty wide, as we will have to utilize these prior price action levels closer to these US dollar 1860, and as long as the gold is below those price levels, the technically speaking, gold is in the bearish territory, but as I said, the stop loss works out far wider. Rather than that, I am betting on the scalping opportunities in today's session, and if we see break on immediate swing highs, break on the higher side, then that entails the retracement to even climb on the higher side, and these prior swing lows can be targeted, and that's the point of looking for the short-term trading opportunities, even if it happens to be on the other side of the trend. So watch out for this 50 SMA area, and as long as the gold is holding on to this 50 SMA, I feel we can be hopeful of for the rally on the higher side, and this immediate swing high should be broken first, and that is going to act as a confirmation point for us to look for trade in today's session. Right now, we have this price action converging closer to the 50 SMA, and if we see a break on the higher side, the move can be even beyond this 100 SMA, which is likely to be the minor resistance in a path on the higher side. And if things go well as per our anticipation, then the price move toward these 200 SMA can be expected in next couple of sessions. Now, moving on to the equity front, we will be covering the Dow Jones Industrial Average in today's session. This is the daily time frame chart, and here for first two trading session we saw substantial gains happening in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, where it climbed to the all-time highs above the 30,000 level, and now slight correction is happening. But I think after these releases of the trial data for major vaccines, we have now newfound confidence in the market that this pandemic is not going to last forever. We are going to see it end. Maybe it will take a year or two, but the loose monetary policy coupled with the new vaccines which are going to hit the market and are expected to be available in for wide population in coming quarters are going to be helpful for the market, and we might see this rally continuing. Of course, some correction might keep happening here and there, but the underlying undertone for the market is likely to remain bullish, and that's what we are banking on here. So looking at current technical trajectory, the Dow Jones Industrial Average does look overbought. We have this third instance where the Dow Jones Industrial Average struggled to cross and hold above this. It did cross, but it didn't really ho hold above 30,000. We have now slight correction, but the undertone is bullish, and the formation is of higher highs and higher lows. So unless and until it gives away below this immediate swing low, I feel we can continue to target the long side trades. So the preference should be to go for the long trades, buy trades in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, even though it is trading on the all-time highs, but still the upside is there, and that's what we should be trying to profit from. If you consider the pivot point series, we have this immediate hurdle which has stalled the Dow Jones Industrial Average move on the higher side, and if the price action breaks above it, then that will open up the window for the Dow Jones Industrial Average to climb higher. So looking at that, we should be keeping an eye on this SMA formation. As long as the price action is hovering closer to the 200 SMA, we can look for buying opportunities even in today's session. Though it is going to be a holiday curtailed session, I feel the risk can be taken, and as I have drawn this line, the prior swing highs of this hourly consolidation phase can be utilized as the immediate marker for our trading, and the price action works out closer to the 29,500 level, and if it dips below that, then we should be sitting on the sidelines. And as long as this support area is there, we have this probability of Dow Jones Industrial Average starting to climb higher. So watch out for this confluence area, the 100 SMA and 200 SMA zone around 29,700. And maybe by the latter part of today's session, we will see a move on the higher side towards the 30,000 level. So that is what we are anticipating. And with that, the session is also coming to an end. And if any of you have any query or any idea to share, you can write to me, and I will be more than happy to take the discussion forward. Before I sign off, I would also like to remind of the risk associated with trading in the financial instrument, and one should be careful while utilizing the information provided. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Have a fabulous day. Goodbye.